What's up, y'all? It's your girl Keitha, Kentucky. I first off want to say, Happy New Year. A bitch ain't recorded in like a few weeks. That's because I have a few goals and things that I want to accomplish. But one of those goals and accomplishments that I want to make sure that I at least reach out and do is one video a week. One video. I don't care how many views I get. I don't care how many people see it. I just want to do a video because that's what I love to do. I just don't make enough time for it. And there was a time where I did a video every day, and I don't have a schedule for that now because life has taken its toll on me, and I can't do it anymore. But I want to make at least set at least an hour or two out of 1 week and do a video. So I'm here, and I hope that everybody had an amazing New Year's Eve and set some goals to the side to accomplish for the year. And don't let people tell you, that you can't accomplish your goals, or these are the same goals that you have tried to accomplish for the past like 3 years or some shit. Don't give a fuck. It's good to have goals. So do your best and try your might to accomplish those things. Anyways, I want to sit here and talk a little bit about Whitney and a little bit about Real Housewives of Atlanta. First off, I want to talk about the Whitney movie. Coming off of Aaliyah, I was scared. I was sincerely just like, oh my God, they're going to fuck this legacy up. And then I learned that Mother Bassett, Angela, if you will, was connected, not only connected, but the director, the high director for this movie. And so my faith was restored because as a fan and an admirer of Angela Bassett, she does no wrong to me. And I just feel like she was going to make sure the movie was tastefully done and that she was going to honor Whitney's memory. I want to get into a few things about the movie in my opinion. First off, I just feel like the movie, she went on Wendy Williams' show, ironically, because she was in charge of that whole Aaliyah fiasco. Anyways, she explained that they only had 21 days to shoot and that they had to pick out of Whitney's longevity, out of Whitney's history, out of Whitney's many accomplishments she had to focus on a certain time frame in her life. And seemingly, I guess the public wanted to know a little bit about her relationship with Bobby Brown. So they picked that time frame, and that's what they focused on. And believe you me, oh my God, I was just like sitting through the whole movie like, God damn, this seems more about Bobby. I feel like Bobby had more scenes alone than Whitney. That's where my problem was. And I understood it because in the 90s, you couldn't connect Whitney without connecting Bobby. You couldn't talk about Bobby without talking about Whitney. So it is what it is. Anytime there was an award show, if she was there, she would shout out her husband. She had so much love for that man. So I could understand why he played as big a role in the movie. Though I prefer to have seen moments where she was in a reflection or just as many things as they could depict of her being by herself and her in the studio, or I don't know. I guess I was yearning for that aspect of the film. That was really my only big dislike as far as the movie was, because I did watch the interviews. I knew where she was coming from as being a director, so I wasn't too bent out of shape. As far as like in comparison to Aaliyah's movie where they try to take the beginning to the end and like smush it up in 2 hours with commercial breaks and all that shit, I feel like Angela took the more appropriate direction in doing this movie. So, I feel like the guy who played Bobby, as a viewer and watching, you obviously want to put the blame on Bobby Brown for the demise of Whitney Houston. After watching the video where Bobby was talking, it was after the movie. After watching that shit, I'm not sure what to believe because Whitney's not here to defend herself, obviously, but she loved that man with all her heart. You could tell. And I could tell that Bobby loved her too. I just didn't know what to believe because the movie really um made him the good guy, and that's not at the public. That's not what we thought of him. So it's kind of weird to see that dynamic in the movie of their relationship and how she was mainly the drug user and he was the one trying to save her. Now, although he did have his aspects where he was fucking up a lot, I already had 2 kids right before he proposed to her. He had another kid on the way. There was all these things that was going to bring them down, and they continued to move forward. There's a lot of things in that movie that I liked. I really liked Yaya doing her research on Whitney and her mannerisms and the way she talked and the way she talked to Bobby and her almost addiction to Bobby. Because as a person, even though I was very young at the time watching Whitney, you could tell that there was something about Bobby that she could not let go of. And she gave me that. So I appreciate that movie to that aspect. I was left wanting a little bit more, but I'll deal. And I think it was good. I would love to see a movie on the big screen because I think Whitney is worth it. And I would love to see I don't know. I want to see her family's version of it, but as far as I'm concerned, let's be all the way real about it. Her family was able to, with no feelings or emotions involved, able to go into a reality show like damn near a month after she passed away. So I don't know my trust level when it comes to the Houstons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how they're gonna end up depicting Whitney if they did a movie for the big screen. And I think it's only for monetary value that they want to even make it a big screen thing. Like, cause in real life, like, a lot of big people had just like just fucking. What's love got to do with it? Is that in movie theaters? I'm sure it was, but I think Whitney rates. I think she rates, and hopefully we see it. I do want. Like this movie, I was left wanting more. I wanted to know about the Diane Sawyer interview. I wanted to know about the Michael Jackson performance and how she was dealing with the tabloids. I wanted to see, as painful as it would be, the last moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much mystery in that fucking death. Her death it was saddening. And it was also hard to believe that, she died the way she died. So, without exposing too many people, I would love to know the background of that because that's just what type of person I am. So, overall, I give that probably like a 2.5 stars. You know what I'm saying? Way better than Aaliyah's movie. She didn't even rate no stars. And I feel bad because I love Aaliyah, but they just did not do anything for me as far as the biopic went. Let's talk one little second about, because I feel like YouTube Capture is gonna close out on me in a second here. I want to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm trying to like Claudia. I give Claudia big ups because she went and showed her corn toes on national television. It takes a lot. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and show you guys my stretch marks. I'm just gonna try to get them together. You know what I'm saying? But this bitch went on national TV and just exposed herself to the world. So I give her props for that. The one thing that I don't like about Claudia, and it's not even Claudia's fault, it's just the fact that Kenya and why do I want to call her Claudia? Cynthia, just the hyenas in the background. Like, I don't got time for that shit because both of them broads, I almost call them something else, but both of them broads will sit back there and let Nene go in on them. It doesn't take another female to come up and step and speak for you, you know what I'm saying? And give you that fucking opportunity to step in and say your piece. That's why I don't like Kenya, and that's why I don't like Cynthia. Now, Kenya has more of a, more balls per se than Cynthia. Right now, my respect level for Cynthia is at an all-time low. I don't give a fuck about Cynthia. Cynthia's talking about some damn friend contracts and some other shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about being your friend, Cynthia. I need you to know this. Because if we out and somebody jump me, I just have a feeling this bitch is gonna run away. She ain't gonna be up for the cause. Cynthia runs and hides behind people, and she be in the confessional thugging so fucking hard. Like, I can't get into her like that. I can't get into Cynthia because I just feel like she's fraud, she's fake, and she goes to the confessional, she says her piece, and then she goes in front of Nene and she's fucking begging for her friendship. Like, if you don't give a fuck about Nene, how about you just be upfront about it? It didn't take Claudia to come in and read Nene Dust for you to, you know, all of a sudden have balls and crown somebody as fucking new queen of Reed. What the fuck is that? How about you be the queen of Reed? Because I'm sure you got shit all underneath in your purse dug up about Nene. Go for the fucking... Do it! Why? Why do you hide behind other people, freaking Cynthia? That's why I can't get into Cynthia. And then Kenya wants to act like she's resolved issues. She's a bigger person. She's moving on with her life. And she sits in the confessional and does the same thing. She talks about Nene. She talks about... And before Nene ever gave her the cold shoulder at Candy's party, she was doing that shit. And you can't sit up here and be mad because somebody don't fuck with you when they know you fraud. Because you'll sit up in the confessional and talk mad shit. And then when they give you the cold shoulder in public, you mad. Why you mad? Obviously, you have to, you know, you feel a type of way still, that you still have to go with your aunt to the spa and talk shit, you know what I'm saying, and do all that. No, I don't understand. Y'all know Candy gonna be content as long as she got Candy, bedroom, Candy, and Todd, and Mama Joyce. You know, she's gonna be cool. She gonna be alright. Phaedra, last episode, she was really rubbing me the wrong way because she had no reason to do a lot of shit or say a lot of shit that she said. And she might be going through something. I don't know if she's going through menopause. I don't know what she's going through. But she didn't need to give Demetria all this fucking shade when Roger Bob or Demetria, whoever the fuck funded this trip to Puerto Rico. Nene, you didn't pay for it. That's all I'm saying. Phaedra, you didn't pay for it. That's all I'm saying. So there was no need to do all this, give this extra, the shade towards the freaking fashion designer and whoever the fuck. The one dude that was there with Phaedra through the shade, and Phaedra was just saying some reckless shit. And I love Phaedra, but Phaedra, chill out. Like, what are you going through? Like, I'm trying to find out. Like, anyways. But I like Claudia, even though I thought Claudia was pretty shady for the whole Portia comment. Like, there was no reason. Like, bitch, this is like me and you arguing about, like, you left the chicken out last night instead of putting it in the refrigerator. Oh, you left the chicken out. Well, okay, I'm sorry. Well, she said she was sorry. Why are you mad because she left the chicken out? Well, bitch, you fuck with married men. Why? Is you mad? Was you looking for the opportunity to fucking go in? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I got into it with a few of my friends because they didn't get where the fuck I was coming from. But I'm just saying, like, if you was, I think she was mad because, you know, Claudia tried to come in and say hello to Portia, and Portia was fixing her makeup and talking about salad seasoning and shit. Like, she didn't give a fuck. Claudia is, why she need to pay Claudia any type of attention? Like, why? Oh, I don't know, guys. Maybe I am salty. I don't even know. I could be. Don't give a fuck. Could be. Could be a crackhead. Anyways, I was looking at that Leprechaun video. Look up Mobile Leprechaun on YouTube. Just do it. Get your life. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about it. Next week, Claudia about to be fucking around with Portia's ex-husband. I can't. And if anybody defends that shit's raw because we will fight. Like, there's no way you're gonna be in my face and then fuck with my ex-husband. Girl, for the Instagram? No, we got to scrap a little bit. We got to at least have a strong, like, talking to. Because that's just wrong. I could be salty, I could be petty, I don't give a fuck. But that's fucking wrong. Anyways, that's it. Because I want to cut off this shit before YouTube get me. But, have a nice night, guys. See you guys later. Tell me what your thoughts are. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, Keep It Kentucky, and she's out. Bye, bitch.